Yeah, go take a nap. That water good right there?
Oh, what's up, people?
Ain't nothing.
Hello.
I
Hello,
just
young.
noticed I hadn't watched that intro in a while, and I got to get our intern change that banner because it has that old banner up there. I didn't know she didn't change that out. I got to get her to put the new one up. My bad. I just noticed. I hadn't
First,
watched it.
first and foremost, hello, boys and ladies. Is the
Hello.
ladies in the house tonight?
When they say
One
ladies, you
lady
mean
in
you,
the house
Bernard.
tonight.
I mean you,
But
Bernard.
as always, I like to say, hello, boys. I
Yeah.
love it so much when I'm on the air with you guys.
Yeah, we
And
know.
naturally with the lady. You
We
can
know.
take that plume off your face and put a strawberry, Miss Lady, okay? I just want to say hello to all the people, Atlanta, Georgia, all over. California having some problems. If you're not watching tonight, you probably got the water hose trying to out some of them fires. And my heart goes out for you. And the temperature is going way out of this world up in California. So it's good to see you guys. There go my friend Robert. Robert, it's good to see
Charlie.
you.
Charlie, I ain't want to cut you off, but I got somebody for you, a special guest, Julie, for Charlie. Yeah.
Yo,
For
daddy.
Charlie.
Hey, man,
Yeah,
Scoutmaster
Charlie right
Frank.
there.
How are you, sir?
I'm right.
How are you,
You see
Mr.
Charlie
Frank?
there? He's speaking to you. He said, "How you doing?"
Hey, Charlie, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I appreciate everything, Miss Brainy, you done for me to help me grow up a little bit.
Okay.
I
Okay.
thank you so
You know,
much. You look good.
What is your appreciation?
Okay. Now, Robert, you know that's my weakness. Now, why would you do that to me?
So he back there in my area. Like, what you doing, man? So I figured I need to distract him.
Hey, I thought Bernard, didn't Mr. Brown just say that he had a mental illness or some type of illness where he could not do something? He just talked for 5 minutes. It seemed like he was healthy enough to me.
Right.
I'm gonna try one more time, Jewish Hall. You want to be a star. I am a star, okay? So why don't you just own up to it? You're trying to make the people say, I am Jewish and I am a star. No, you're not. You know what you are? You are a moon. I'm a star. That's the difference.
And Chandra is Venus.
Hey.
Look, Venus.
And Bernard is the ring around Venus.
Hey.
Whatever it is, Saturn.
I like
Now
that.
you Saturn.
Mr. Brown, hey, Mr. Brown must be Jamal daddy.
No. I'm not a Warrior fan at all.
Okay. Well, Sandra, how you doing? You want to tell us what's going on out there in Houston before we get started?
It is storming very bad out here in Houston.
Wow. That's all it does out that way is rain.
No, because we were going through a drought before probably about the last 10 days. We were in severe drought. So.
Okay.
Let me cut you off just for a minute. Why are we getting a delay with Sandra? I'm just curious. Is something wrong?
No, it's indicative. She's slow. She's naturally slow anyway.
Okay, that could be it. That could be it. Okay.
Sandra gonna whip your butt, Robert.
But you know what? In all fairness, Chandra's a great character. You one of my favorites because she can take it and she can dish it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you don't want a damn dishing it.
Hey.
That part.
RG, you need a haircut, man.
Hey.
Oh, hold on, bro. Hold on. You don't see the line? I can't do it right. But help me out today, man.
Oh, okay. Oh, you got
that boy hooked me up.
Play. You got the kid in
and
play.
Look,
okay.
But no, he hooked me up there. I went over there to the Cuban, and then I had to take a nap. I'm gonna leave it at
that. Yeah, you took a nap, overslept, didn't make the meeting.
Hey guys. Stacey Abrams is hiring paid canvassers for her campaign. I'll share the link with you, and if you know anybody, please.
Okay. Well, would you some neighborhoods and knock on some doors?
Right. I'm glad you explained that because some people don't know exactly, what they might need to do. Is it on the weekend or during the week, or you don't know the time?
Well, with being a paid canvasser, they have different shifts.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was one for her before, so I think this is why they sent me the. I just sent it to Julius. Julius, you can post it.
Okay. Paid canvassers for Stacey Abrams. They tried to get me to be a canvasser. I said I don't do applications to get to do work. I do contracts. If you want me to do a contract, then fine. I'm not doing applications for anything. You can hire the company. You can't hire just me. Or you could hire just me with a contract. I'm not doing, I got a company that does this. So we can do that, but it's a contract, not no personal application that you're going to pay me $16 to $20 an hour. That's not.
And by the way, I want to compliment your company. You have gotten several people in office, so that's an accomplishment. But this weekend was the kickoff of the fall campaign, and that's why you got this going out. So all the people out there, get ready in the state of Georgia. We're going to be up for a good roller coaster. Be sure you get your ticket, and you need to punch it because you got to put the right person in for governor. And that's all I can say.
Thank you for your endorsement, Charlie. And, you know, when we win the
That's a
fifth district, we're
PSA.
going
Thank you. That's a PSA.
Y'all
Thank
heard it
you.
here first.
All right, Sandra.
Okay.
Brown, you next
Our
week.
first subject is the siblings in Canada that killed 10 people.
They were mad.
We're gonna show those 10 people to you.
And also, wow, and also injured 18 as well.
And injured,
So they were mad.
and it was
Yes.
two brothers, right? Two brothers
Right.
that Canadians that went up there to the Cree Nation, I guess, and stabbed all these people. They stabbed these people to death. This is crazy. You know, I don't know what was the problem. I didn't read this story fully. I just thought it was very interesting when it hit the airwaves. I thought it was just very interesting that we should be talking about it. But has anybody found out what was the cause of it?
They don't provide a motive.
Oh, okay.
I know one of the brothers are dead, and it's not self. You know, he didn't kill himself. Evidently, his brother might have well kill him, or someone kill him trying to protect themselves. The other one, they don't know exactly where at. And, Jill, sometime, and I'm talking to the whole group, I just say Jill all the time. It could be, I think there was Indians, if I'm not Indians, but what you call them in Canada?
Well,
I guess Native.
Natives are.
What you call them? Help me out.
What you mean? Native Americans are Middle Eastern.
No, the ones in Canada. We're talking about the issue in Canada. What took place?
No, I mean, what you got an ethnicity?
I think there was like I want to say Indians, but like American Native, they got Canadian Indians as well.
Oh, okay.
And I think that has something to probably do with maybe that gambling thing because they got casinos over there.
Well, did they lose their money and they thought they were cheated by the tribe?
Could very well. We don't know enough information about it. I don't know enough about it.
Well, we gonna find out because in the last hour and a half, they caught the last brother.
Oh, they did. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, and I think that the reason why it was a stabbing as opposed to a mass shooting is because Canada has such stiff gun laws. So,
okay. Well, Bernard, why do you think people are just going off edge these days and just killing people? What do you think the cause of it, the root cause?
Man, I'm still trying to find how that they can kill 10 people by stabbing them. That means they have to get mighty close up to them. So if one stabbing this one, another stabbing this one, and you got people running around, I just don't understand how you can kill 10 people more stabbing them. Nobody.
And 18 more was hurt, Bernard.
Right.
Correct.
So, but
I don't. It must be some hell of a knives, man, or something.
Yeah, it could.
Right.
It could be some big old knives.
But what they did say
some of them look old.
That all of these people were in the same place. They didn't say that all of these people were in the same place. They just said that all of them were killed by these same two people.
Oh, look at the cat drug game.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You know I'm gonna get you. You wait till
Hey,
we go off air.
Councilwoman. Yeah,
Hey y'all, sorry y'all. I know I suck as a co-host.
Woo, baby. I'm
yeah.
gonna get you in Coco.
We didn't say that.
Nah.
So,
I think people
Bernard did. Bernard said it. Bernard said it. I'm
did.
gonna tell.
We did.
it's Tiffany. I think people just go, man, to be honest, man, people just going through a lot, man. You don't know what people's mindset is these days, man. You got this sorry behind leadership everywhere around the world, everywhere. You got this one who in Europe, I mean, what they just named this lady prime minister now. After the one declined, he didn't want to be prime minister no more. So I guess Elizabeth decided.
No, he didn't decline.
No, what I'm saying, what I mean by decline,
they voted him out.
They voted him out, right? So
his party voted him out.
Voted him out. Okay, so we should be going to Washington and vote a lot of people out. That's how easy it is.
Well, they don't have campaigning like we have campaigning. They don't spend no money on commercials or anything of that nature. So they made up of a different type animal. They're completely different from us in America.
Yeah.
But you know what I do like about Britain? They are so much more progressive than the United States, because you don't hear them talking about, you know, the first woman and all of this type of stuff. You know, I guess because they have a queen as opposed to, you know, just decades and decades of white men, you know, running things. But it was not foreign to them to have a woman in leadership.
Well, I mean, you know, you got to look at how she got there, Sandra. She was the only one available in the bloodline. It's a bloodline thing. You just can't be the queen.
No, I'm talking about the prime minister now.
Yeah, well, the prime minister, yeah. But
yeah,
you know, the difference in their style of government and ours is that they got these people, this royal family, and they'll be royal family for centuries to come, that'll always live off the people because of their bloodline. I don't think that's fair. I think our system of government is way better, because this is a democracy. These people are rich, some of the richest people in the world, off of the backs of all of their people.
But they do not govern. The queen does not govern. No. The prime minister governs.
But don't you know that why they kiss the queen butt? Whatever the queen tells them to do, that's what they're going to do.
Because it's just the history. But when you're talking about govern, the prime minister is just like the president.
Yes.
Right.
So when they have no problem electing a woman, a female, and putting her in a leadership position, that means that they are more progressive than the United States. Because the United States, every white man, every black man, they would rather slit their throats than to have a woman in the presidential position.
Sound like you need a show with that you just advocating for women or something.
No, I'm just telling the truth.
Well,
I'm just telling the truth.
Right. Well, to be perfectly honest with you, I hear you very loud and clear, and I think the others in the viewing audience hear you as well. But if you look at the politician, the way they run is controlled by predominant men, and they choose her as the leader of their party because they're the ruler of the house or whatever they run. They are the ruling class now, but it's more men than women. And she was advocate at one time to get rid of the queen. Say we don't need the monarch because it's just a figurehead. She was advocating to get rid of the queen. So that's one of the reasons why the queen met with her. I'm serious.
I saw that.
To make sure they don't bump heads.
She was going to meet with her anyway because that's what she does.
She don't have to.
I mean, but she does that as part of her monarch duties. You know,
correct.
She met with 14 others before her. So you know,
have you ever heard this old saying, the sun never set on England? Have you ever heard that old saying? Mm-hmm. And there's a reason for that. It's because they have Canada is a part of them to a degree. It's no longer the United States, Hong Kong, all of Australia, Canada. England got more influence in the world than any other country, believe it or not, more than we do. Well, I don't know if you ever heard the old saying, Bernard, you might have heard it.
Yeah.
The sun never set on England, and that's what they meant by that terminology.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's true and not true, because China, you know, are their own sovereignty. They don't care what anybody say because they're doing their own thing. You know, we're allies with England. And England owns or has owned previously so many smaller countries, you know.
So, Hong Kong is one of them.
But when they broke away and became their own sovereignty, you know, yeah, they still made honor some of the rules, or, you know, but not very many of the English rules, you know. And that's that part. But I do feel like England is more, or the UK is more progressive than the United States.
I would agree with you on that.
You know, so
they might be more progressive, but they're still backwards as hell too. And nobody should worship no king. You want to worship the king and the queen, and then give them money just for talking about what they did 100 years ago, King Arthur and all that. It's all the way back to their bloodline. They trace their bloodline. They say they changed their bloodline back to Jesus, but they lying because Jesus was not white. So how the hell did they change their, man, please. England is a bunch of crap.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
they don't kill black folks. They don't hunt black men, so I give them that much.
It's the same way that
they don't hunt the black men.
It's the same way that we're still honoring a constitution that didn't have black people and minorities written into.
Well, they were written into it. We just never honored it. I think you get that part back. The Constitution was never honored because all men are not created equal in this country.
Exactly.
All women.
Well,
so it was never honored. It never was honored. Yeah.
First of all, Doc, when
you can look at Julius and look at me.
We were still slaves.
Correct.
So it was never honored. It was a piece of paper that was written. It's like your car insurance. It's a piece of paper with words on it, but you know.
The thing
that's like Bernard's diploma. It got words on it, but don't mean that.
That's
what we're not going to do is do those jabs. But
we are going to do those.
What I'm saying is that when slavery was abolished in the North and the South, we should have written a new constitution, because when the Constitution of America or the colonies were written, Black people were still seen as non-human.
And guess what? They still seen it as non-human.
Exactly.
Tiffany, I'd like to say hello to you. We hadn't given you an opportunity. Would you please kick in, please? It's good to see you. I hadn't seen you in a couple of weeks. You okay?
Yes, sir. I'm fine. Trying to get settled into this position.
That's right. And you address her as commissioner, please.
I was in Alabama last week, and the time got me. But anyway, Sandra, you are so right. Dr. Bryant, you are as well. We are not still looked at as human. 2/3, still not enough. A lot has to change. But as far as having a queen, I don't know how I would feel about that either. All of my funds are funding their lavish lifestyle.
Well, blow me down. I thought you was a queen, and I thought Sonia was a queen. So you guys don't want to be queens?
I'm a queen. I'm a queen with a
all right, then put your crown on and act like a queen. And you keep acting up. Wait a minute, Robert. If you keep acting up, Sonia, I'm gonna take your crown from you.
But all of our tax money is funding senators and House people. So what's the difference?
Yeah.
What senators and House people is our tax money funding?
No, Lord.
What senators?
Federal.
Those rich companies are the ones that are giving it that. If you got a problem with the rich companies giving it to them,
that's a lie.
Protest against them and boycott those rich companies that give it.
Okay, well we can boycott them, but again, we are funding our federal government.
That's who runs the company. Without the government, we'd be in chaos. Charlie, what you doing? You looking for
that's a damn lie.
Charlie, you looking for tickets for her to England?
No. I'm being honest with you. I'm looking for the key so I can open the door and lock her crown up. That's what I'm looking for. That tiara is away.
Because we have an antiquated government right now. And we have an antiquated Supreme Court, because I don't feel like a Supreme Court justice should be on the damn Supreme Court all its damn life.
Clarence Thomas need to be there?
Hell no, he shouldn't have been there.
Whoa, back up. Clarence Thomas, we talking about the one got a nose from side to side, that big nose.
He shouldn't have never been there for one thing. He shouldn't have never been there. But
okay,
I mean,
I think it's important.
It should never be. You should never have a lifetime appointment to.
I'll agree with you on that. Yeah. No, I'm serious. I'll agree with you on that. I don't know how we jump on the Queen. Maybe we're talking about Canada, and Canada used to be a province of Great Britain or England or whatever. Yeah. And I think that's how we sort of got on Ghana. And you were saying they just picked a new woman leader. I can't think of her name. She's so new. Maybe Bernard might know her name or Julius. I can't think of her name. But
one day new. She's one day new.
I don't care what her name is if she's going to kiss the Queen. But anyway, I think it's wrong.
You don't like their form of government.
I don't like it.
And I don't like our form of government.
Well, then.
No, but you live in Houston.
But no, I don't like our form of government, period. Like across the board.
I got you. You live with
rather have theirs?
Huh?
So you rather have
I don't mind supporting one damn family.
She lived with Hot Wheels live at, Julie.
We just got through supporting one family for 4 years, the Trumps. What do you think just happened?
No, we're not just supporting one family. We are supporting Mitch, whatever his name is.
The people of Mississippi and the people of Kentucky, and those people are supporting them. And
we're supporting.
Are not. We in Georgia are not.
Well, when they have governance over the laws that are passed at a federal level, we're supporting them.
How?
Julius,
Because they have governance over the laws that are passed.
Somebody got to govern, Sonia. Well, you want to govern. Somebody got to govern.
Sir.
Bernard,
I don't feel like
Bernard live in Atlanta. Why can't Bernard? He live in Atlanta. We can by proxy send Bernard to the Capitol, and he can be the guy who wrote. And I can see it now. Saturday Night Live with Bernard, the governor, and the governor go,
That's right.
The whole Constitution should be rewritten. You
all
know.
right, I got it. It just came to me.
Right.
Julius, we need some people to send in questions, and they suggesting what they think about the Queen and how it will be if Sonia was the Queen in the United States.
Her name is Liz Truss.
You know what?
I feel like everybody should send in their suggestions on how the United States government needs to look.
Thanks, Rebecca.
You know, I mean, because
at the end of the day,
at the end of the day, Bernard, the American government is going to look the way that it has been looking,
and
because a lot of us don't want to go.
We're gonna always be.
So it's always
black folks are always gonna beat. Black folks are always gonna beat the 8-ball, and 8-ball is black with the little. We can always be the 8-ball. So it don't matter where you in England. It don't matter wherever you at. We always gonna be behind the 8-ball. Period. No matter what. That's my opinion. You can change it and do whatever you want to do, and we still gonna be on the outside looking in.
Y'all do know that it's black people in England too, right?
Yes.
Okay, y'all do know that their parliament doesn't look anything like the country, right?
It does not.
Yeah.
You know where these rascals here came from who invented slavery, right?
Yeah.
Over there. Okay,
over
think
there.
you want to go over there if you want to.
Yeah, that's where they come from. They started right there. Like I say, the Native American need to stay here. The black folks need to go back to Africa, and the white folks need to go back to Europe. And then that's how it all started. And then they go all those ships that they got piled up in Houston, ready to ship us back.
And Bernard, and for the listening viewers out there, I'm so concerned. If Bernard in charge, he will invite everyone up in Atlanta, and y'all can go to the script bar, to make sure things are being done right. But get a lot of $1 bills now.
And they'll do $1 bill, but they do 20. They do 20.
Really?
Lord,
Bernard, I hadn't been in the script bar since 1969.
I see.
We used to throw quarters and 50-cent pieces.
I see. Now,
Charlie, tonight you need to go watch P-Valley. Go watch P-Valley from Star.
Exactly.
I recommend that for everybody.
What's a P-Valley?
Down in the valley where the girls getting naked.
That's another subject.
Julius is not with us now. We can just take over the show and have a good time. Who want to have an input now about somebody being a prince? Anybody want to be a prince? Robert, you want to be a prince? We can stay.
No, we're gonna stay on topic.
Okay, we're gonna go.
Mr. Producer.
Right.
Next subject.
Mr. Producer.
62 days away from the big election, midterms.
Yes.
Herschel Walker 2024. Herschel Walker 2024. I didn't say 2022. I didn't say 2022. I said 24. So hey, you put one you want, you ignorant as hell.
You know what?
So locally down in Savannah, Georgia, you guys have Kemp versus Stacey Abrams.
Correct.
And Warnock versus Walker. You know.
And one thing I will say, like closer to the closer it gets to campaign or to election day, the dirtier the commercials get.
Oh my God.
I was like, oh my God, how dare they say this about Reverend Warnock?
Yeah.
Slander. Just slander.
I watched a movie the other day, and I think that they think that I'm still in Georgia, right? So I saw 7 commercials during this movie.
Whoa!
About Kemp, you know, and the fact that he's anti-abortion. You know, Kemp does not want you to have abortion no matter what the situation is. You know, and then they showed one.
Hirsch is the same way.
Yeah, and then they showed one Stacey Abrams commercial. She was so loving in that commercial. All I can say is that if people are looking at these commercials for real, Kemp ain't gonna win. You know, Kemp is not gonna win because they've been saying nationally that women between the ages of 18 and 30 have been registering to vote like 50% more than men since that Roe versus Wade. And it is a known fact that young women, white and black, you know, vote Democratic. So in these swing states, in these purple states, which, you know, Georgia is one, is a purple state right now, you know.
I think, son, I'd like to just interject for a minute. And what you're saying is so valuable, and I'm going to tell you how valuable it is. I really strongly believe every woman should get out the vote because they should have the right to make choice. Now, I'm a firm believer of I'm a pro-life, but at the same time, I have those views, but under circumstances, I understand that woman still have the right to choose what she wants, and no one should tell her what she need to do with her body. You're absolutely right. The woman should get themselves together, and what they need to do is to vote him out, because if the women come out and vote in big numbers, they could put him out because they have the right to do what they want to do with their body. Although Charlie Brown's a pro-lifer, but at the same time, I have no control over what decision they make. That's my belief, but at the same time, it's your body, okay?
Thank you, Charlie.
Yes.
You know, and everybody can have an opinion on what you do with your body. But never in the history of the United States has anybody been able to make a vote on what men do with their bodies.
I tell you what.
You better say that, Sandra. You better say that.
Go ahead.
You know, so when we can start making votes on that, and I mean, they don't want to pay for our birth control, but insurances are paying for Viagra.
Yeah.
And
okay.
I
wanted to say
thing
that.
to keep
Tiffany,
y'all things hard.
hold up,
Really?
just hold up a minute. Tiffany was trying to say something. Tiffany, you on mute. You realize that?
Yes, okay, sir. I keep going in and out.
But that's okay. Some people got it like that. I'm waiting on you to say something in and out.
Oh, I totally agree with Sandra. I feel like in today's society that Roe v. Wade shouldn't have. I don't think that should even be a discussion in 2022, because I feel like we should be more liberated by now, and men should be just as offended and just as upset as us women, because being a parent or having an unwanted pregnancy, it doesn't only affect the woman, but it affects the man as well. And to give restrictions on a human body, whether it's female or male, I don't think no one has that right.
I think what's interesting, you're absolutely right. But Hegel, what's good? Now, suppose when you turn 18, at one point, men had to register at the selected service. Now, keep in mind, if at 18, each man had to get a vasectomy, okay? Each man had to get a vasectomy, and he get it undone when he get ready to be married. What kind of shakeup would that be? Think about Absolutely. It. Each Absolutely. Man at 18, just like going to selective service at one time, because I went to the selective service, Julius went, and Bernard went, because they old enough to remember the selective service. You had to go register, right, Bernard?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Now, supposing the man get 18 years old, he got to get a vasectomy, and he keep that vasectomy until he get married. When he signed the paper say he'll be married, they will undo the vasectomy then. What kind of stir will that be, and how will he like that? You guys think of that.
High five, Charlie. Because, see, that will cut down on a lot of these unintended pregnancies.
But you see where I'm coming from, right?
Exactly.
Just like we had to go to selected service to register, all the males in the United States have to get a vasectomy. Oh man!
And then what would happen if after you get you get it undid, you got married, and then you had other babies?
If you don't get married by the time
you go to jail,
if you don't get married by the time you 39 years old, they'll automatically undo it for you. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you, you need to be first in line. You look like
Lord.
No, you look like the type. No, you Joey's.
They call me you right now.
Not the type that walk up on the babies.
Or maybe they put a cap on it.
You see,
like,
y'all see Bernard got real quiet.
Or how about they put a cap on it like China? After you've had 2 children, they make you get a vasectomy. Because you don't need to have no more. So that is putting a cap on your reproductive rights.
Bernard, what do you think about that, buddy?
Hey, at the end of the day, I mean, women have the right to do whatever they want to do, say whatever they want to do whatever they want to do to their bodies. Nobody, have the right to tell them what to do with their body and what to say. But at the end of the day, women have the right and responsibility to judge who you sleep with and who you don't sleep with and who you have all these kids with.
And men do as well. Men do as well.
And men too. And men too.
Yeah.
And men too. Yeah.
I think the right. Women get a lot of flack because we are the carriers of life, opposed to the ones that shoot life inside of us.
Yeah.
And we are the carrier of life. We bear the burdens of said seeds.
Yeah.
And pregnancy is just not a physical thing. It's emotional. It's mental. Like, you have to be in the right headspace to go through a pregnancy. And just imagine how many women aren't with today's climate. Imagine how many women are going through who have fibroids. Women who can't carry babies to term. What about those women? What about the young girl that made a mistake and thought she really loved him and now she can't get an abortion. We all make crazy mistakes.
Stephanie, I want to thank you for that tremendous input. And to the viewing audience, I hope you out there listening because it's important. We are talking about the governor race between Stacey Abrams and Brian Kemp. And that's what the topic is about, pro-life or whatever. I think Brian Kemp have went overboard. He want to tell a woman what she can do and can't do with her own body. And that's not right. And I feel strongly all the women should go out and rally and vote against this man. And that's my opinion, because I got a couple of sisters that can't have kids now, but still, it's still their body, okay? And that's the way I feel strongly about it.
Yeah.
But I wanted the viewing audience to know where the subject was coming from, because somebody tune in and they say, what are they talking about? We're talking about the governor race between Stacey and Kemp, okay?
And it's not only the abortion matter, but as well as signing the gun law. Like, people are being shot all over the place. That was already crazy, and then you just give them, the here you go. Not only that, but making the richer rich and the poorer poor here in Georgia. It's like we're dumb. It's just like they don't take us into consideration.
It's one of the things. Exactly. One of the things my daddy told me a long time ago, and if people don't remember anything we say tonight, remember this. My daddy told me this many, many years ago, and he's now 95. And the fact that the Republicans are about big money. Bottom line. Republicans are about filling their pockets and taking out of your pockets. Because guess what? For me to fill mine, I got to take out of Bernard's or Chandra's or Julius, whatever. And so when you vote in a Republican lineup, you're voting to hurt minorities. You're voting to hurt the man who's less than or the woman who doesn't have. You're voting to hurt that single mom who has to work 3 jobs and has 3 kids, whatever. You're voting to hurt the small people. And so when you vote Republican, you're voting a poor conscience. And I mean, it is what it is. It's probably pissing people off, and I'm glad. If you go to Memorial Medical Center, they have the best ER in the Savannah, Georgia area. But I suggest you start thinking about your conscience and vote for people who care about you.
Absolutely.
Right. At the same time, I'm glad you brought that up. Now we got Senator Warnock and Herschel Walker. Herschel Walker cannot say nothing for poor people. He can't talk for poor people. Matter of fact, Herschel don't even know the issue. And if I was Warnock, I would ask Herschel. Y'all hear me out clearly. I say, Herschel, spell your name backwards. And Herschel freak out on the TV.
Well, first he got to get off of Vince Dooley's lap. He got to get off Vince Dooley's lap first.
That's correct. That's correct.
And I'm glad that you brought it up too, RG, because can you explain the phenomenon of these poor white people and middle-class white people even voting against?
Well, I'll tell you that
better interests.
It's very equal to the black middle class here in Savannah. I will vote with people, right, that appear to have my best interests. For the white folks that don't have a lot of money, it's like black folk in Savannah, the talented temp, I call them. I'm gonna vote with those that I think might help me, even though it's gonna hurt my own people.
That's correct. Good.
It makes no sense to me. It's called being. That's what when we say sell out, that's what we mean. Is that one thing about me is this? I might disagree with folk, and I might have a different lifestyle than the people over in Westlake, but I'd be doggone if I'm gonna vote against their interests. I'm gonna always support my people and their vision.
Absolutely.
Because God gave me a gift to do that. And as long as I got that gift and I can walk, if I eat, you say this all the time. Every time I say this, if I'm eating, my people gonna eat. I can guarantee you that.
That's right.
Exactly. And I tell you what, Sonny, you asked a valid question. The reason why poor whites do what they do, they rather cut their own arms off to keep a black person from being in charge. That's what is at the bottom of that. They rather suffer than to see you in leadership.
Absolutely.
I mean, or a Democrat in
sad.
leadership at this point, you know, because me as a middle class person, I'm not going to vote Republican only because I know that they're only for big business and for their own personal interests, and that they're not for the working class.
No.
You know, and I'm skeptical. I'm going to read everything about a black candidate. You know, I don't just vote black. I've been stopped just voting black when way back when what's that man Al Scott got into office, you know, because I knew that he wasn't nothing but a Republican in disguise.
Well, hold on. If I could interject right there, Chandra, that's one of the people I'm talking about. You get and I'll shout out, and I'm going to talk about. I don't care if you get mad. He's in a great example of I'm here, and I talked about this today. Who will get into these roles or leadership for their own self gratification. When you are in a role like that, your job is to think about yourself last and the constituency first. When you put your self interest before that of the people, you are an idiot. Mm-hmm. That's a great example of an idiot.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. All I can say.
And
all
then
I can
pulling
say
up
is wow.
second place
Wow.
would be Van Johnson.
Wow.
You know,
all I can say is wow. And I'm saying wow, Swanee, hold up. I'm saying wow because we are talking about Herschel Walker and the best senator we had in a long time from the state of Georgia, Senator Raphael Warnock. I'm saying,
have
you ever watch Mitch McConnell? All he say on everything Joe Biden them bring to him, no. You know why? Because it affects black people.
Yeah.
The college thing of I can't think of it. Bernard, help me out. Hell, with you tonight, you don't sit there and hold a pen in your hand.
The student loan.
Couldn't participate in the show.
I'm sorry, y'all. Hey.
And like somebody stole his car.
When I was,
his car
Charlie,
is outside in front of the house.
Charlie, when I was down in the valley.
Yeah.
Charlie,
I'm just listening to
and you can look at that beard. That beard got a new glow.
Charlie, you're talking about the student loans.
Yes, the student loan.
Did not have Republican nor Democrat written on it. It was going to be for everyone. You know.
True.
And here it is. You don't see online one poor Republican that you know supported Trump and all these other Republicans saying, I'm going to give that money back. You know, because it benefits their family.
Correct. Right. But at the end of the day, you benefit from it. And that's who it's about. You missing the boat. The boat is gone. It's about what you can do with that extra money. They don't want you to have it. If you look at the forgiveness, look at Florida A&M. Look at the black university, the students who got it. That's who really need it. And they don't want you to have it. That's called what it is. Mm-hmm. And we're not talking about Kemp,
not the baby,
Stacy, and we're talking about Warnock and the man of what Warnock need to do. Say, Herschel, spell your name backwards real quick. That'll shut him down.
No, I'm gonna tell you. Hey, all you gotta ask him is, where is the University of Georgia located? He'll get that wrong.
Wow. All I can say is wow. That's my new word. Wow.
But also piggybacking off of the unintended hurts of, you know, the abortion laws is the 10-year-old that was raped.
Uh-huh.
You know,
and her sister was 12, no? Weren't they 10 and 12?
Yeah. And all of the unintended, you know, these unintended women that are having miscarriages that can't get DNCs, you know.
Then on top of that, financially, like I know it's easier to say, well, if you can't take care of the baby, don't make the baby. But you don't make a baby alone. It takes two people to make a baby. So if she participated in the act to make the baby, and she knows that she can't take care of the baby, she can't depend on the dad, I feel like that's every right. Those rights shouldn't be taken away from women. It shouldn't even.
Right. I want some of the views to ask a question, because we want you to be a part. This show is for you, by you. Are you sharing? Are you sharing? Have you called your neighbors? Have you called your friends? Have you called all the people? Say the great show is on. Look who's on the show. Charlie Brown. Please. You got Julius Hall. You got Bernard. You got is that Dr. RG? And you got RG. They got lucky. Clemson got lucky Saturday night and beat Georgia Tech. And you got Tiffany. Good to see you back. And Sonia, you never short for words. You run it like the Mississippi River, and I love it. Wow.
That is a wow. We are upset that the twins didn't join us tonight, but that's okay. We'll move on.
Mr. Producer, we can go if we got no question coming in. The reason I act the way I act, I used to be a co-host before Julius Hall fired me.
He fired everybody tonight.
Took me off the air. And he said one word that killed me. And my wife said, don't go back. He said, Mister, you don't run nothing around here. And bip, I was going off the air.
That's the transparency.
Right. We think Tanya Howard Hall will bring you back, Charlie. Tanya Howard Hall brought you back.
You were just suspended. Bernard, you had something you were saying.
Yeah.
See, that's what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be watching instead of talking.
I just let her go. I let her go.
Julius, he let me think I'm Michael Jordan. He want to watch me perform. He's mesmerized. It's just me, Charlie Brown. I'm a star, Bernard. You're not a star. You got your own show. You okay?
Come on, let Bernard talk. We got to get to this next subject.
Okay, get to the next subject, but I'm a star. You make that clear.
We got that.
Star. You're a star.
Yeah.
Charlie Brown a star. But I want to say on a serious note, with the race between Warnoff and Herschel and Stacy and Kim. At the end of the day, Warnoff and Stacy need to put the same energy that they put in 2020. They're not putting in 2022. That's why it's going to be us color people lack of going to the poll. Okay, because they're like, okay, well, we voted for them, and then Warnoff, Charlie Brown said he was the greatest center. At the end of the day, I piggyback on that we have a disagreement, but Warnoff is not doing what he need to do to win. And you talking about the white folks gonna vote for Herschel and everything? All Herschel got to do now, to be honest, all Herschel got to do is shut up.
Wait. When I say the greatest senator, I'm sorry, Bernard. I say the greatest senator in Georgia. You tell me another senator have done as much for the common people that we've had in Georgia. Name me one. I say not in the United States. I say in Georgia.
Name three things that he has done.
Mr. Brown, what I'm saying is this. What I see personally, in 2020, I seen him running up 75-16 on a bus, getting our votes, getting us motivated to vote for him. Same thing with Stacy. The same thing. Going. I don't see that in 2022. I don't see us saying, you know what, we're gonna go back to the poll and vote this. I don't see it. All I'm saying is all Herschel got to do is shut up and you know, you got a lot of commercials going on, but I don't think those commercials gonna bring no people to the poll to vote. All I'm saying is they need to do more than what they're doing to get the black people vote to come vote for them. That's all I'm saying. Right now, they're not doing that.
There is an article I want y'all to go Google. It's by Politico. The headline reads, I'm just the messenger. The headline reads, there's never been anybody like him in the United States Senate. I'm just going to tell you, go Google the Political article on Senator Raphael Warnock. And the reason I say that, you all, and this is the thing, because I understand I hear you clearly, Bernard, and what I often have done myself is I look for, so if I don't see a bottle, there's no bottom. There's a bottom. What I mean by that is Warnock in his advocacy, Warnock in his being in certain spaces, Warnock in his language has moved some of the needles, as well as his legislation. There's been times where he has had to step in as a junior senator and really, really turn the tides, which is really unheard of. And so I get what you're saying, and I want us to look at the not so tangible pieces that show up because of his presence.
Yeah.
I don't get that. What was the frame for why he's such a great senator?
I don't know.
Well, I put it like this here. Let me offer
Barack Obama, the senator from Illinois.
Okay, right.
We're talking Georgia, Julius. I know what the articles say. We're talking Georgia. We hadn't had a senator was in our best interest. Purdue wasn't.
Right.
Sasha Chamber wasn't. I can go on and on, Jew. Come on,
but he didn't say that, Charlie.
Y'all wake up.
He didn't say that, Charlie.
Let me tell you. Hold on, Julia, just a minute.
I'll be quiet.
Julia, I'll be quiet right after this.
But you interrupt everybody. Right after this.
Herschel is about the Senate being switched. They know Herschel's stupid.
Right.
It's about the Senate being switched.
Right. It can't be switched. Right. It can't be switched. It's only way it's gonna get switched and they go vote for Herschel.
I'll put it to y'all like this here.
And I ain't got nothing against what we went to school together. All I'm saying, I don't see it. He can be the greatest senator in American history. They ain't got nothing to do with 2022.
I'll put it to you like this here.
I'll
put it. Hold on.
Everybody. When somebody talking, you cannot talk over them. Okay? Let them finish and then you go. That's the way it runs. It's for a smooth transition. Bernard was talking. Y'all can't talk over him.
But I can't do, y'all. What irritates me, I got to be the trade tonight. Y'all, we got to be smarter than that. We can't down our own people. That's silly. I'm sorry. I'm not going to sit and allow y'all to do that. I'm not.
Our own people.
You can't sit and talk about a sitting senator that advocates for you, but y'all will advocate for a man that don't look like you. If Johnny Isaac is there, I bet y'all ask him to talk about like craziness.
Listen, nobody's downing him.
Just saying.
Nobody's downing Warnock. We're all voting for Warnock.
But y'all, what I don't like is we have commentators that are questioning another black man. That's crazy to me. But the Johnny Isaac, I think y'all will be okay with it though.
Hold on, Robert. Warnock has a whole lot to answer for here in the city of Savannah, no matter what damn color he is. Where is he at on the Weeping Time? Where is he at on Yamacraw? Where is he at on Caton Holmes? So don't come with that black man stuff to me. I don't want to hear nothing about him being black. Tell me what he's doing. If
y'all go to Politico, it's right there.
No. At the end of the day, I say, just because it looked like you ain't always for you. And at the end of the day, RG, last time I checked, Herschel Walker was blacker than me. And Warnock black too. So we talking about two black people. So don't come with me about, we downing them. We downing them. We have our own opinion. And RG, you may be a little lighter than them. So
no. My thing is this. My thing is this. We put David Perdue back, then what? So answer that question. I'm just asking the question.
No.
Then what?
Zero. I did not open this can of worms up to say in the United States, I'm saying one of the reason I hear you, Bernard, but now he is the sitting senator. He have to stay in Washington to vote on certain legislation. He is doing the best he can to come back home. Bernard, please, I'm a political guru. If you doubt me, ask that man sitting right there. I'm telling you what's going on.
Mr. Brown.
I understand he need to address maybe Yamacraw. He need to address Weeping Time. He will address it. I'm saying it's a lot of big fish to fry. To us, that is a big fish. He is doing, this is his hometown. He will get to it. Trust me.
Well, to defend Julius and Bernard, he has been presented. Hold on, he's been presented a chance to answer the Weeping Time. Now, I am disappointed about that. But what he listened to was his good Masonic brother, and I'm gonna. You can't listen to Van, and that's now that one issue Julius is right on, and that you're gonna listen to a city mayor who does absolutely nothing, versus coming down here and seeing it for yourself. Now that I do have an issue with.
Yeah,
Sandra,
Mr. Brown, I agree with everything you say. I'm not saying, I'm not fighting with what you're saying. All right, you know politics way more than I do, and you got the history. All I'm saying is I'm giving my opinion on what I see.
I want you to give your opinion, but I want you to do some research. I'm saying we had never in Georgia had no senator was concerned for the black people. Whether he vote one time, two times, he is getting something done for the black people. Purdue never, Salisbury Chamber never did it. You tell me who.
Nobody.
Do your damn study.
Nobody. He's the first black senator. He's doing what he's supposed to do, Charlie. What you saying, Bernard?
Hey, no. At the end of the day, listen, I'm not here to be arguing with you, Mr. Brown. You did your research. At the end of the day, at the end of the day, I don't need to research on somebody who really I feel like ain't doing that. Why I don't need to go research? I ain't gonna Google nobody.
Are the two Browns related?
Hey,
Bernard, Google me.
Yeah.
Y'all related. For real. Y'all related. The Browns.
Julius, that's gonna be a new show, Tiffany. Brown v. Brown.
Yeah, for real. Brown v. Brown. For real.
Brown v. Brown.
Tiffany.
Yes, sir.
Tiffany, you own Tiffany. Tiffany,
yes,
would
sir.
you please cool it down? Tiffany, would you please cool it down?
I would like to hear what Sandra, because she's gonna turn it all the way up, and then I'll cool it down.
All right, Sandra.
I'm going
to bring some reality to this show. The reality is that Warnock is a senator. He's at the federal level. Okay. So yes, sometimes he will deal with local politics, but he's at a federal level. Let that marinate. And Politico, I don't want you guys to get all washed up in them, because a lot of times these political exploits and things like that can make us become complacent, So by them telling us that, oh, he really has it in the bag and things like that, he's the best senator that we've ever had. People will take that and say, oh, well, I don't have to go out there and vote for him because he has it in the bag.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're right.
And see, that's what they will do to us to make us stay home, because we think that everybody else is going to vote for him because Politico said that he has it in the bag. So don't be fooled, people.
Mm-hmm. Right. I'm not fooled. I'm not fooled to the imagination. Excuse me for cutting you off. I'm not fooled at all, okay? And I don't think a lot of other voters are fooled either. When you drive down Abercone, when you drive down Hutch Memorial, Herschel's name is in the front of all these buildings. Let me tell you what, they want to put Herschel in that seat real bad. And you guys be careful if Herschel don't get it, because Kemp and Herschel get the same vote. I'm telling you, telling you, wow, wow, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
So-
Mr. Brown, you're right, but you should be what Sonia say. I totally agree with everything came out your mouth tonight, right there. You're right. Just because, I still say go out there, warn off, and work hard like you not in office now. Just as hard as you work, just as hard as you work to get in there, work that hard to stay in there. That's all I'm saying.
Were you aware of George? Herschel was at Georgia at the tailgating or whatever. The crowd that he had people for 2 to 5 miles just to greet him. Every person just about the University of Georgia are white going to vote for Herschel.
But the thing,
he's a puppet.
Yeah, but the thing is they was already going to vote for him.
He's
already going to vote for him.
They would vote for Fluffy the dog before they vote for Warren.
Mr. Paduva, don't you have something?
But they have to motivate the young. They have to motivate the young and get the ones that are not registered to vote right now.
We need to get out and vote
and get registered.
That's right.
We need to get out and vote. Just like you're not sharing this show, I've asked you, I plead with you. I said, call your friends, share. Okay? I'm an advocate for sharing this show. This is the best show on Black media. We bring information because there's 2 reasons why people fail and community. Julius, you ready? Lack of information and lack of knowledge.
Hey.
Okay.
Y'all got 35 minutes to get onto your own subject.
Mr. Producer,
We're going to our next subject. The value of Black women.
Mr. Producer, if we could at the back end, I just saw a headline that I would like Ms. Taylor, Commissioner Taylor, speak on at the end. So can we add that to the back end, please, about we have a commissioner in said county leaving, but back to your topic.
Okay, if we can go ahead and get through, without all the different commentary. Okay.
Oh, Sonia, stop.
I'm trying to get through. Be fair. You bring in some of the commentary about the queen. Y'all been the ones talking. I've been sitting here waiting.
That's what the whole
say. Make sure they register to vote. Make sure they register to vote. His name is Charlie Sampson. There it go. He said, make sure people are registered, still registered.
Yeah. Okay.
Go ahead, Sonia.
The value of Black women, in America. So we have this lady named Irene Gawa. She's a 32-year-old woman from Kenya, and she lived in Wyoming. She hadn't been seen since Thanksgiving of 2021.
Whoa.
Her family had to come to the United States to officially report her missing in March of 2022. And this is just making the news yesterday or today. It's just making world news, okay? Her white live-in boyfriend, Nathan Heitman, 39, that she met on Craigslist, is a suspect in her disappearance and potential murder. Okay? Now, in contrast, we have Liz Fletcher. She was the teacher that 4 days ago, 34 years old, She was jogging in Memphis. And when she was abducted, the same day, it went on world news, MSNBC, CNN, everything. She was reported missing. Her body was found 3 days later. The black suspect, Cleotha, I think that's, a suspect name right there. He's already been charged with murder. But not yet has Nathan Heifman been charged with murder, even though in February he bought a shovel, some gloves, and one of those big barrels with Irene's credit card, and he wiped out her bank account and charged up all of her credit cards. Why are we just hearing about this?
I'm glad you brought this up, because when you finish, we gave you a chance to finish just now. That cleared it all up. He should be charged with murder. He brought gloves, a barrel, and a shovel. His ass killed that woman. Ain't no ifs, ands, and buts about it. And we can do a rush to judgment right now. Ain't no ifs, ands, and buts. He killed that woman. A shovel, a barrel, and some gloves. He killed that woman.
Wow. Wow. Stop for a minute. Wow. You know what's interesting? That's what we've been saying all along. The whole show. You don't matter. Black life don't matter. We're right back at that. Come on. Wake up. You got to start making it matter. Warnock is perfect example, but not getting back. I understand what you got. You're entitled to that. But guess what? Black lives don't matter. That's why that white woman, they went and announced it. The black woman, she's not even from the United States. And you think they care? Are you kidding me? Wow.
Almost a year later, we're just hearing about this. And the person that, you done bought all of the goods, and the police knew that he bought these equipments for burying a body.
He's a white man.
In Wyoming.
He a white man. And guess what?
He's a white man.
Wyoming start with W, and guess what white start with?
Okay.
W. Do I need to say anymore?
Exactly.
Julius?
Wow.
And
I'm not for any woman being murdered. I'm not for any woman being abducted. I think that any person that does a heinous act should be caught and convicted. However, our lives should be broadcasted just as if it was a white woman.
And that's why we got black media. That's why we got our black media to bring to news for black people, to let them know. We not WTOC, we are black media. And the founder is sitting over there, and the other founder got the pretty black shirt on. That's me. That's why it's the black media. And thank you guys for being on the show. Lady, you wonderful. And Tiffany, you wonderful. Bernard, I look at your show on Saturday night, but I got drunk last Saturday night, so I couldn't see it. I
got drunk too, and I wasn't there.
And then we have so many black hosts of these news programs on mass media, CNN, MSNBC, all of these shows. But what are you really doing?
Man, they're not gonna cover a black woman disappearing or being missing. They're gonna cover the white girl because she looked like their daughter.
And then
That
she was
could
a
be their
billionaire.
niece.
She's an heiress to a multi-billion-dollar fortune. She's an heiress. 34-year-old.
As y'all were talking, I was thinking about this, and this is real. Chandra, when our folks were in slavery, black women, what they were used for was labor and sex. And so if you look at times, not much has changed. It's the reason why we've had it taken us so long to get a black woman on the Supreme Court. And then when we got to that space in our conversation in our communities, they drug her like a dog, and for all the white men who did that, go to hell from me. But it's just it alarms me how the most powerful being on this earth, black women, are treated so roughly, but they still are so resilient. And so that speaks volumes about black women and the power that they give to this earth.
Yeah. And that we have to also take into accountability that white screen media does not care. When we are represented on the news, it's as a suspect. It's as an alleged such and such. It's as a victim. It is not this. Well, I seen a black girl that's missing in Athens. She was on the news. But I mean, to get national attention, we're just the wrong color. And then we shouldn't always just be so fazed by it at this point, because I'm 34 years old and I know that we don't get the respect that we should, but as an individual, it's up to us to seek that. As far as, like you said, our black media, it's our responsibility to put these stories out, because these are our sisters and brothers. These are our youth. This is our community. As far as CNN, Fox News, the fuck white. And if you sit beside somebody black, they light skin.
Right.
They're not gonna take they feel like, well, that's just one less word.
Excuse me for talking over you a little bit. Right. Because if you look, Image, when something happened on news, they normally start off, if it's a black man, it's about a black man. If it's a white man, they don't say no color at all. So we already are being convicted. I wish Robert was on the air. He's not. He must be had to run an errand or something like that, because I think he drive Uber or something like that too. But I want to say this. He said something interesting. He said black women were used for work and sex. That is so powerful what he say. And sometimes we have a tendency to treat them that same way. We got to step our game up and treat our black women a whole lot better and respect them. Remember, you had a mother, or you got a mother, you got sisters, and you got aunts. And it's time for us, and I'm not kissing up to anyone, I'm being perfectly honest, because we set the standards for them, because we are their protector. We are the black male.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm glad you say that too, because I had a conversation. We was on group call, all my daughters. We had a conversation of the same thing, and I broke it down to them. I said, do not allow these young men to treat y'all all kind of way. Y'all got to respect. I said, y'all got a daddy, and I respect y'all to the end. And if they can't respect y'all, leave them alone. I got so mad with this situation. I swear for God, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I got so mad with a situation that came up in a couple of days. I was tired of every young Negro in this world, because they don't know how to treat these women. And then they worried about, well, the women, they going this way. Who else they got? They depend on each other, because they can't depend on y'all, And at the end of the day, respect. Yeah, I say you want me to respect you, but at the end of the day, man, hey, Jewish, RG, Mr. Brown, and me, we got to live forever. Because if we leave these Negroes out here to protect our kids, we in trouble.
Yeah.
You know, and you know what? Piggybacking on that, Bernard, that's why I love Barack Obama so much, because today they had their picture unveiling in the White House after being out for so long, and
Well,
he is always willing.
Donald Trump didn't let it happen.
Yeah, Donald Trump didn't let it happen, but Biden made sure it happened. And Barack made sure that he gave credit to his black queen, you know, by saying the picture that she had, you know, not the picture, but the painting, the portrait that she had encompassed everything that made him that he loved. He said it encaptured her elegance, her education, and the fact that she was fine.
Yeah.
You know,
she was fine.
Right,
She was
but
fine.
Sonia, you know, Julius,
This is
Mr.
hard.
Producer, that goes right into the next topic about Coco Gauff, because she's a black woman, a black athlete. So that can put us right on into that topic, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bernard, go ahead.
I'm talking to Mr. Producer, not y'all. Go, Mr. Producer.
No, but it's Bernard's topic.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I didn't know. Thank you for sharing that with me.
Brown versus Brown. Next week.
That's the new show. Brown versus Brown. 2023.
Brown X versus Brown. Don't forget that.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. No, this what got me. You know, Serena Williams, she gone, and Coco really and truly admired her. So Coco followed her ever since she was little. So when you follow somebody, you pick up a lot of stuff from them. So what happened was Coco was playing this you know, white lady, whatever, it's France or somebody. And what she did was when she went and hit that point, she did a little batumbo wave. You know, I'm like, no, right? Like that. So, okay. Then after she beat her some points, she did the like cut say over. She mean it's over. All right. One thing about us black folks, that we passionate about what we do. Okay. So they got on her. She was disrespectful. We don't need that in this game or whatever. I said, oh, here we go. Now since Serena leaving, now they gonna jump on Coco. Listen, take y'all butt whipping, y'all white Beckies, take your butt whippings, take your family with you, and leave this young girl alone. At the end of the day, she kicking their butt. This is the first time she ever went to the quarterfinal. Matter of fact, she probably playing tonight. My thing is she dominating when Tiger dominated the golf, black man. Venus and Serena dominate tennis, black women. So they're upset. They can't. If we come together, I'm telling you right now, if we come together as black people, man, and we stick together as one, y'all know how much power we have. We just separate. We like crab. If one get out, he's gonna pull us down. But Mr. Brown, I ain't gonna put Mr. Brown down. I want him to stand up with us and stand up with me. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is leave that little young girl alone at the end of the day. Leave her alone.
The only thing I want to say, you was correct about everyone except Tiger. He isn't black. He said he was Aboriginal or something like that.
No, he was Collaboration.
He was what, Julius?
Lord, they know not what they do.
He was Coblasian.
Lord, don't
I say he was
don't punish
correct
him,
about
Lord.
everyone else. I was just helping him out. Tiger do not go for black.
He's biracial, multiracial.
No, he said when he first came out that he was Coblasian.
That is not a race or ethnicity.
Well,
you got you black.
Right, I understand.
Thank you, Bernard. He black. The IRS said he black.
Okay, the way they might view it, but at the end of the day, he himself do not go to black causes. What I'm trying to say.
Well, I guarantee you this: when he walk into one of these white churches, they're gonna call him the end.
Yeah, they are too. A ninja.
I think that he has evolved since then. But what I want to talk about is the young black man that they keep they keep harping on the fact that he was homeless, sleeping in the tennis, complex. But just give him his props as a good tennis player. Let's not talk about his African Americanness or his homelessness. He's a good tennis player.
Well, it has to be noted because we hardly, for so many years we've been unrecognized. We there was no notoriety. We people wonder why we talk the way we talk. We talk this way because we're trying to get on a level playing field. We're trying to show that we need some type of equality. So it has to be recognized on every level. Coco lost today.
Yes, she did.
And this boy, he won. This young man, he won, and
Bad
he's a
boy.
phenomenal player.
Yeah,
He beat.
So
he
he's
beat
in
him,
the fourth,
Julius.
he's in the semis now.
He beat the second, whatever you call
Nah,
it, ranked
number 2
player
in the world.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm absolutely proud of him, but I don't believe that it's because he was homeless. I think that it's just because he studied, he played, he practiced.
Yeah,
he's good.
He's good.
I think you have to realize, I think, again, I'm not trying to adjust everything because I don't know enough, to be honest. But I think they was telling a compelling story to make it a very interesting story. His humble beginning, how he picked up the game of tennis because his father was hired to do the maintenance work, and his father didn't have a babysitter. So he sit him down near the courts, and he spent night and day there watching the other tennis players, and where he learned some of the techniques. And then a lot of blacks are great athletes in the first place. We are natural. Look at me, for instance. I know it's not about me. I ran the 880 and won the region. And I went to Atlanta, and the boys in Atlanta beat me because they custom to snatching purses and stuff and running. And I won. And that's why they beat me.
And that's a true story, y'all.
Yeah. That's a true story.
I won 880 for real.
I know. I'm telling people this is a true story.
And it's a true story that the folk in Atlanta are accustomed to stealing purses.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's that part.
Y'all got 15 minutes.
Okay, let's get to Bank of America. Let's get to Bank of America's new mortgage program, pilot program. It's for first-time home buyers, but they have to be Black or Latino first-time home buyers. They launched this program last week. You don't have to have no down payment, no closing costs, no minimum credit score, no mortgage insurance. So I know that everybody's wanting to know, well, what's the catch? I'm glad you asked. So you have to, the program is determined by income, home location, a payment history for your bills, such as your rent, your program, your phone, your utilities, and your auto insurance.
Very good.
That's
the only rule, and I did cut you. That's not the only rule. You have to make. You have to be able to make the payment.
Yeah, that's not the only rule. You have to be. You have to attend a home buyer's certification course, and the pilot program is being launched in Charlotte, Dallas, Detroit, Los Angeles, and Miami. But the biggest thing is that the home must be located in a area where there's more than 57% Black and Latino population.
Man,
Now,
Black America.
my question is this modern day redlining?
Can I say this? Now, I can't go to that part, but that prototype rollout actually started right here in Chatham County. That was a program similar to that we had in Chatham County for first-time homeowners. They pay no down payment. The city or the county would have paid a down payment for them, and they checked their utility bills and everything. That plan actually started, to my knowledge, it could be other places in Chatham County, because we had first-time homeowners in Chatham County through EOA, and the city of Savannah work under those same similarity principle. I just want to say that, and it could be redline, I don't know, but at the same time, if they can get a home, they are investing in themselves, and that homeowners will give them collateral.
All right, next. Who next?
It's a scam, and they targeting Black people. You already ain't got no credit. People trying to get their credit together, and then this looks so easy. I'm not gonna lie. When I seen it, I saw it Saturday, and I was reading. I was like, look at Bank of America. I was swiping up, and then I started looking at the comments, and it was just.
But you know what?
It's the play on the intelligence for me.
Yeah.
Because you know what? Have more. So you'll put any stumbling block, but we have to be vigilant.
Who's phone? Who got that? What's going on?
Somebody singing.
What in the world? Is this thing
Wow. What is it?
Is this Children of the Corn?
Next, y'all, so I can tell y'all what I think it is. Go ahead, Bernard.
My volume going, I don't know if it went out. At the end of the day, Bank of America trying to save what they can save. In Cobb County, Bank of America had about 20 Bank of America in Cobb County. You know how many they got now? Probably about 10 or 9, because most of them are shut down. You know, so at the end of the day, you know, I'll go to, if I want to buy another home, I'll go to what's the bank?
Navy Federal.
Wells Fargo or somewhere.
Navy Federal.
Yeah.
That's Robert.
I don't know enough on the topic. I know alarming, so I don't have much to say on this. I'll just say this though. I will never side. Y'all know I ran for public service commission. I will never side with the big corporation. I'm always going to side for the human being. And so in this case, but I will say this, I think part of this is the Bank of America is leaning itself to protect more of its investment than the person. Also, if you're in District 5, like you said, Bernard, we had a local bank around the corner that's closed. I just want to get that shout out before we start the campaign. But yeah, when you start closing bank stuff like that, that's just a sign that things have changed. But yeah.
Okay, and the last thing that, it's a little deeper than what, so we can get to this last subject because we only have a few minutes. You got to look at it a little deeper also. Look what one of the criteria is for it. 57% Black or Latino residency. That means that they'll give you this loan. They might be hoping that you fail so they can come in, and there goes what? Gentrification.
Yep.
Yeah.
There goes gentrification. They put it in that neighborhood. They want you to fail so that they can come in and take it over now. Mm-hmm. They want you to buy it so they won't have to buy it.
Mm-hmm. And Julius Hall, I totally agree with you, but I feel that this is classic redlining from the 1970s, 60s, where we were banned out of certain neighborhoods just because we were Black or Latino or whatever. We weren't white, So how is it that you can give, you can get us into this program and everything, but we can't buy a house in, say, Pooler or what's the area?
You got to go to West Savannah.
Yeah, we got to go to West Savannah or
either over on 54th Street off of Warden.
Yeah, we have to go into the worst crime areas, the worst neighborhoods, all those areas. I couldn't buy a house where I am right now in Richmond, Texas.
Right.
I would have to buy a house in Houston proper, where I run the risk of being murdered the second day I'm there.
Whoa. Wow.
That part.
Yeah.
So, and then it's income based, so I probably wouldn't even meet the income level. I'm just pissed about the whole thing that you think I'm stupid.
No. Who think you stupid?
The banks.
Nations Bank.
You talking about the banks and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay,
and then Wells Fargo just came out with a program that they announced today, that's similar to it.
Well,
but
all that does is that they can't get these people to buy the house. They're calling you every day to buy your house. Right. So now they're going to give you money so that they can own the house. Because if you don't pay, now they come in and take it. That's a way for them to come in the back door. They've been trying to come in the front door, but nobody's answering. So now they want to come in the back door so they can forfeit on your loan, on your mortgage, so that they can take the house. Now they own it. Now they can sell it to that person that really wants it. It's a win-win for them.
Sandra, hold on. Sandra, please give me a minute. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this because Bernard and I are friends. Bernard is right. Bank of America have never had interest for Black people. Wells Fargo have never had interest for Black people. So all of a sudden, they want to give you some free cherries to eat. Mm-hmm. I'm going to tell you what, that pit inside of cherries are poisonous. A lot of people did not know that. If you crack one of them, a couple of them, and eat the pit, you gonna be expired in the morning. I just want you to know that. And I'm gonna start selling life insurance policy. I just want y'all to know that as well.
Charlie. And then it's amazing that they're announcing this program during a time when housing has gone up 30%. When they know that you shouldn't even be buying right now. Mm-hmm. But they want a real Black people in and Latinos in to the housing market when you shouldn't even be buying right now.
And they can own all the property, just like Julius say, all the property.
When you gonna be upside down in your house.
Well, Julius, guess what, buddy? That put us right into the last subject about Yamacraw.
Yes, sir. And we got about 4 minutes.
And that's perfect example what's happening in the Yamacraw and what's going to happen to Caden Home and Frazier Home. They are doing us in. If we don't, like my friend Bernard's, if we don't stand together and get together, we all going to be living in Port Wentworth.
Charlie, if I could add this too, it's happening right in Athens. It's in Athens, Bethel Homes. Let me tell you about that.
It was Bethel Homes, and before Bethel Homes, it was Athens Arms. And I keep saying this over and over. Paldo as well, because Paldo is now Columbia Brookside. Yeah. They move us out and say, well, we're going to give you this to place you here, but when we get finished with renovations, you can come home. But you can't come home because they're renovated for.
That's correct. And I'm going to say this for one of the viewing. Wow, 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 because that's a wow.
Yeah, and they ran out of money.
Yep.
Well, it's about this here. And this is what makes me, and Bernard, give me this one moment. That's what makes me very angry and pissed off with people we put in office. When we put your tail in those seats, it's to protect the least of those.
Absolutely.
It's not to be like our aldermen in the 3rd and the 5th, who sell people out. It's to protect the least of those. And your coward, ASS, go down there and fill your pockets and tell us about people who don't have a place to live and a bite to eat. If you want to know something that irks me, you are less than a human being when you do stuff like that.
Yep. And that's why that heifer, Miss Davis, should have been out of the housing department.
Yeah.
Down in Savannah. That's all I got to say. Because she don't mean nobody no good riding nor walking.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be.
You really walk?
She ain't but Al Scott ally. I think her and Al Scott is in bed together.
No, don't say that, Sandra. Come on, man.
You know,
Julius,
right now.
Julius, you never heard me say this since I've been on the show. Mute her. Mute her, Julius.
No, don't mute me.
Their opinions. The state.
I ain't gonna go that far. I don't care who you speak with.
They ain't nothing but they might be sister and brother.
Okay, stop. Mute her now.
They might be sister and brother.
You know, I think with this here,
Bernard, you had something to say?
Hey, I think we should bring Yamacraw and them on the next subject because it's going to take more than 4 minutes for us to discuss.
You're right.
So maybe next week that should be the number one discussion.
At the top.
I will agree with Bernard on that. I can take a consensus round the vote. Who all in favor? Raise their hand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
Matter of fact, let's invite the politicians that sold them out.
The fingers have it. The invisible man don't matter because we don't see him, out of sight, out of mind. So
when
we all have it.
When Bernard goes to Savannah, I feel like I should go too, so that I can have a better understanding because I feel like a outsider.
Come on down this week.
This week, love, we can come down to Savannah this week. Saturday.
Well, we're gonna be this weekend or next weekend.
Okay, let me know.
Julia,
back to back.
My
daughter would like to come on here and talk about the plights of, formerly incarcerated people and all of the
show for that?
fees that they have to pay.
Look at Rabble.
We got that on Ink the Ink. 6 o'clock on Friday. She can contact Julius Campbell. He the host of that show.
Yeah.
But she's free to come on anytime she wants. We give the platform. All our shows are showed 3 or 4 more times during the week after they play. So, she'll get the exposure that she needs for that particular topic. Anybody else got anything? We got.
All I want to say is I want to thank all the listeners tonight. Share it with your friends. Please share. It's so important because we need to put this information out there because we are the black media for black people. And like Charlie Brown always say, wow. Good night.
Ivan, I actually meant both ways.
No, not
Bye.
Bye.
Close it out.
Cecilia said she right.
We ain't behind stage yet.
I mean, I know y'all don't want
Okay,
to see that in your mind. I know y'all don't want to see it in your mind. But
Hey.
Tiffany Taylor for District 3 Commissioner.
That's right. Tiffany Taylor.
Lord Jesus.
All right. So we'll see y'all tomorrow on Ebony Sports Reporters. We got Mona Lisa Monroe early in the morning. We got Ebony Sports Reporters at 8. 2 therapists and a microphone at 7. Taking the journey together at 6. and express opinions at 9:30. Y'all tune in 9:30 tomorrow night. Y'all tune in. We got great shows, great lineups. We got some great news coming. We're going to Atlanta to see some studios and stuff that we'll be doing. We'll be moving on up. Y'all stay tuned and hang in there with us. We're doing big things over here on Our Black Media. Yeah. All right?
Bring Charlie Brown into Atlanta. Charlie, come to Atlanta, Charlie.
Brown versus Brown. It's coming at 2023.
He's scared to go on MLK. Anyway, good night, everybody.
He don't can't get past for that long.
like that.